You are an imposter. If you want to move to the next stage, at some point you have to act like you're already there when you're just barely started.
Imposter syndrome, a psychological pattern characterized by feelings of self-doubt, inadequacy, or fear of being exposed as, well, an imposter. Everyone has imposter syndrome. It's not exclusive to you, but how you deal with it varies from person to person. So let's look at imposter syndrome, the research, the evidence, and the theories behind it all, and how you can transform the syndrome to your benefits. Imposter syndrome is prevalent in society, with different studies suggesting that, roughly speaking, around 30 to 40% of people suffer from the syndrome. In terms of the causes, this relatively old research paper looks at college undergraduates' perceived fraudulence and found that it correlated with participants' fraudulent ideations, depressive tendencies, self-criticism, social anxiety, achievement pressures, and self-monitoring skills. Perceived fraudulence is simply a component of imposter syndrome that focuses on the person's belief that they are a fraud or an imposter. The study is a good starting point in terms of the causes of imposter syndrome, but it is not perfect by any means. Firstly, it is old. Because it's old, there's a very high chance that it uses outdated information, theories, and ideas related to imposter syndrome. It's still relevant, but we have to keep this in mind. Secondly, it uses self-reports. Self-reports are prone to bias from the participants, and generally speaking, are not particularly reliable. However, gathering data on imposter syndrome heavily relies on self-reports, as it is a difficult syndrome to investigate through other means. So with that being said, let's look at this recent systematic review on imposter syndrome. Within this review, imposter syndrome was typically found alongside people suffering from depression or anxiety. It was also associated with impaired job performance, satisfaction, and burnout. So this review helps us understand typically how imposter syndrome is caused. How about overcoming it though? Well, the obvious answer would be to fix the underlying issues causing your imposter syndrome. So if your imposter syndrome is associated with your job performance, then just perform better. But you're probably not pleased with that response. After all, it is way too self-explanatory. So let's go more in depth. For starters, research has shown that having some kind of a guide or mentor helps foster more positive behaviors and perceptions of yourself. Having a role model to look up to not only helps in humbling you, but if you are confused or have any inquiries, your mentors will be able to help you in that regards. But what if you are alone? Well then, you can start small. Conducting low-stake activities can help build confidence, and over time, you can progressively increase the importance of said activity. Before you know it, you'll gain the confidence to complete higher stake activities. But what if you don't have the time? Then you've got to shift your mind and your focus away from the what ifs and the possibilities and onto the cold hard facts. Chances are, when you focus on the facts, you aren't as much of an imposter than you think. Remind yourself of the successes you have attained throughout your journey and put your mind at ease. So, there you have it, imposter syndrome, something we all suffer from and something we can all overcome. I will end this video with a short clip by Jordan Peterson on the best way forwards.
I would say that the best way we know is to keep facing challenges voluntarily, pay attention at a rate that works for you, develop your competence. That actually stabilizes the environment around you, so it actually is less predictable and less threatening. Plus you accrue that evidence and you get the social support for doing so. That's your best pathway forward.